thought it was unlocked. I thought,
club you.
I thought it was unlocked. Hey, it's getting nice outside.
You don't care.
I love you. Can't you tell?
I don't care. Yeah.
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 Oh my goodness. Oh, I apologize. Yeah, I do. I really do.
No.
Yeah, I do. Well, we're going on another venture.
Yeah. We're going on ventures and stuff, Sibs.
Yep. We're going to one of your favorite places in the past. The Home Depot.
We're going to Home Depot, Sibs.
Yep.
And a few years ago, my mom's refrigerator went kaput. So I got another one from Home Depot. And all I got to say is, don't buy any major appliances from Home Depot. I mean, some of them may be good, but my experience, a lot of other people's experience is, no, it isn't. You know,
Yeah.
I had a refrigerator that was one of these digital ones. Don't buy anything digital.
Yeah.
Don't buy digital stoves. Don't buy digital refrigerators, because when the circuit, the motherboard dies, your appliance is dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's exactly what happened. They replaced it 3 times, and within a half an hour, it died again. So I'm like, nope. I went to the old-fashioned ones with you just turn the little knob. Yeah. You know, to colder.
Colder.
Yeah, colder.
Or hotter.
Well, there's no such thing. And, you know, it worked perfectly. But these digital ones, if there's a power surge, fried.
Yeah.
You know, done, over with. If the power goes out, it don't recalibrate, guess what? It's useless. And they act like they don't want to honor the warranty. Well, the one I got was from Frigidaire.
Yeah, Frigidaire was a good brand.
Well, it was.
It was, yeah.
And what they did was, they kept bouncing me between the two. I call Home Depot. They say, "Oh, you have to call Frigidaire." You call Frigidaire. "Oh, you have to call Home Depot." I mean, it was just a nightmare. So I'm like, this will never happen again. I will never buy another major appliance from Home Depot ever again.
Yeah.
No.
We got our chest freezer from Lowe's, and we kind of took a chance there because we were thinking of getting something from Sears, but their prices were ridiculous. You saw in the previous videos we went touring over there. And at the same time, who would honor the warranty when Sears goes under? So we're just thinking, there's really no appliance stores
Not anymore.
around anymore. No, there really isn't. I mean,
There used to be, you could take your pick back in the day.
Yeah, now.
But now, mostly, well, that's where I ended up going after Home Depot screwed up. I went on Sears.com and got a Kenmore. Never gave me an ounce of trouble. Matter of fact, I still have it. It's over. Is it in the mega shed?
Yeah, it's in the mega shed. It's in the front room, in the utility room.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And never gave me an ounce of trouble.
Yep.
Never did.
So, yeah, I've actually had decent luck with Home Depot, I guess me being a veteran, but the mega shed, if you can see it right there, majority of it, I would say probably 85-90% of the mega shed was built with Home Depot supplies. And I put my veteran discount to work to the point where actually managers were questioning what I was doing. And I told them, I'm building myself a big giant shed, and you can come out and look. It's on my property. I think they probably did some checking because they thought maybe I was some contractor building a home or something. Well, in a sense I was, but it was that building next door.
Yeah.
And
it's useful, Subs. I spent the night over there.
Yeah, you like yeah, because I had to work early this morning, so you stayed the night over there. And how was it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, because I was watching the science fiction movies that came on, and then of course I was watching QVC, of course. Yeah. And they got plant shows on. I have to watch the plant shows to get some ideas for the yard. I see the plants are getting a little bit higher now because of all the rain, and we'll have to come back out and trim them down some more. They're starting to get a little bit higher now, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting some decent weather. It's supposed to get into the 70s. Time change last night, spring forward. Boy, I hate that. I lost an hour of sleep trying to get up early for work. And yeah, and I've been waiting on customers. I thought they'd be here by 12. It is now going on 2, and none have showed up. So that was just typical of my business that I had with my late wife, and I'm still, keeping it going with, loyal customers. But sometimes those loyal customers just don't show up when you expect them, and we don't want to waste a beautiful day because I'm going to be busy this week. It's going to be another hectic week, so we figured why not? We'll go ahead and take a trip because we're going to get what? Stain?
Mm-hmm.
We got to get some oil for your chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
You got a pole saw, actually. Yeah, and probably go browsing, around the store. So I haven't been to Home Depot in a while. So, yeah, be your first trip there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I want to look at their plants, some cedar hostas and stuff like that. Because we have some shady areas, where they like the shade, so we put them there. And they'll grow pretty good.
Yeah.
But I want to have a little bit of a rant here, Sibs.
Uh-oh.
Because there seems to be a misunderstanding that about his truck, that he's spending, why isn't he taking me on a trip instead of using the money on a truck that he never hardly uses? Well, see, I know a lot of you guys are used to him going on vacations and stuff, 2-3 times a year, going on cruises, blah, blah, blah. What he did before me, I have no say-so. I mean, it doesn't affect me at all, because I wasn't there and it wasn't me. This is totally different. Everybody knows when you start a new job, you can't leave. You can't go. Now, everybody knows that. I mean, I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care where any work is honorable work. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're doing a job, you don't get time off. That's just the way it goes. Everybody know the routine. I mean, come on now, people.
Basically, it's like, how bad do you want this job type of thing? And if you call out or take time off, unless it's a dire emergency, you run the risk of losing that job. And I fought hard to get this job that I've got. And yeah, it's not all, glory and, piece of pie, piece of cake, whatever, because it's definitely hard work, but it's, eventually it's going to pay off. And that'll pay off when I actually get to a level in the work that I'm able to take vacation, where I'm granted time off, and I have not gotten there yet. So when Kate came down back in June for my birthday, I didn't have a job then. I was kind of still working at a part-time job and renting the mega shed out, and we had, plans. We were talking about some plans, before this job happened. That's all been put on hold now because of this job. I started working basically September. It's just over 6 months now I've been with this company, and I'm starting to prove my worth, so to speak. So but I'm also putting a lot of wear and tear on this van. So back, I don't want to go back into drama and history too much, but a lot of the money that we were making, I tried to get, I didn't have much control of. Even though we were married, it was our business, I didn't have control of the money. I tried to get control of it. It was causing a lot of issues behind the scenes. And now that's all in the past. But that truck has been neglected for years because it's needed repairs, and I have not been able to get it done because the money wasn't there. That was going south of the border, or for my late wife's priorities. And now, times have changed. Things are different now. I've got a new job, got a new woman in my life. Things have really rebounded rather, quickly, faster than I had ever imagined. And I'm getting to the point now, I'm banking a lot of money. I've got this truck that has needed suspension work for years. I mean, you've heard it, the one video that I made, you heard the ball joints are just seized up. And after my coworker had lost, his ball joint came out when he was just going to lunch. If he was on the highway, man, there's no telling what could have happened if something like that happened. So I'm kind of to the point now. Both my vehicles are paid for, but I need to keep preventative maintenance. I need to do PMs, preventative maintenance on them, and that one has not gotten the preventative maintenance that it's needed for years. Suspension is really priority one. Yeah, I want to get a spray-in bed liner, but that's cosmetic. That doesn't affect the performance of it. Air conditioning doesn't work. It hasn't worked in years. I need to maybe get that serviced. It has not had a coolant flush. It has not had a brake line flush. It has basically sat since 2008. For the most part, it has sat, unless I worked, an off and on job here and there. But my late wife drove this. I drove my truck, but just never had the money to get this stuff work done. And now I'm to the point where I can finally get this stuff done. Now, my videos, we show you a portion of our lives, and my life especially. There's a lot that I put out there, a lot that I don't, and a lot that we won't. We do have privacy, but I don't want people to think that, hey, I'm just because I got a new woman in my life and she's taking care of me, that I feel like, oh, my priorities are to my truck first and her second or whatever. That's not the case. She's first, obviously, in my life now, along with my job. Those are priorities, but I need to have reliable transportation. Now, something happens with this van, which luckily nothing major has happened. I've done a lot to keep, I've done well keeping the preventative maintenance up on this van over the years since we bought it brand new in 2007. The truck, my late wife helped me get back in 2004, and that's been my daily driver until she passed. Now it's for the most part sat, but again, it's really since 2008 it's sat, but it needs work. And now I'm to the point with my job, my finances, that I can get that done. So, but yeah, I don't want the fans. I mean, I've had issues with fans in the past. I don't want this to be like, reality TV. This is what's actually happening, and what I do. I'm simply trying to make entertaining videos and at the same time live life and share a little bit of our experiences with you. But I don't want people to start going off the deep end here thinking, oh, I'm not paying enough attention to Kate, or I should be doing more, or this, that, and the other. Believe me, if I didn't have this job, I mean, we'd probably be doing all sorts of stuff together a lot more. But I got to work, and sometimes my job has me working 10, 12 hours a day. So what little time I do get to spend with her, we're having a lot of fun, and at the same time, if we're going places, we're taking you all along, for the ride. And I just don't want people to think that basically come to their own conclusions or make their own snap judgments that that I'm not I'm neglecting Kate or anything like that. That's by far the farthest from the truth there. So
yeah, because, well, let me tell you, Sid, with the man I was with before that passed away, it was the same. I mean, I was working, he was working. We would make plans. That's why I learned not to make plans, Subs, from this experience with him. And I was with him for 12 years. We would make plans, and something would go, because he ran a very lucrative law firm. And we would make plans, and things would happen. And yeah, I got upset with him, of course, because if the tables were turned, yeah, he'd have let me know how upset he was, and I let him know. Like I said, I don't argue, and I don't raise my voice, I don't scream and holler or anything like that. I, talk to him just like I'm talking to you now. I don't feel I have to yell and scream. If I have to do all that, I don't need to be with you, because what is the point of that? No. So, like I was telling Richard, that's just how it was. Yeah. We would be planning to do something, and a couple times right before we walked out the door, his office phone rang, and that was it right there. And the only thing he could do was look at me like, I would just go upstairs and let him do whatever he needed to do. So it got so bad that we we actually packed bags and kept them in the trunk of his car. Yeah. And he would get to the point where it's like, look, we're just leaving. We're leaving, goodbye. And he would leave his phone, and we would just leave. And that's the only way we could do it. And that didn't happen too often. And I was pissed off. I was really upset with him. But there was nothing he could do. He had that job before he met me. You know, so I had to make adjustments, and I did. You know, so I can't sit there and say like, this has never happened, I don't know how to deal with it. I know how to deal with it. You know, do I like it all the time? No. I mean, who would? I mean, if the tables were turned, Richard wouldn't like it. No, he wouldn't. You know, who would? I mean, but if you're going to be in certain situations with certain people, because granted, he did not have this job before he met me. No, he didn't. You know, but that's neither here nor there. But he did have his business before he met me. So when it comes to his job and his business, I don't interfere. I don't. You know, I pretty much stay in the background. You know, and I have a lot of projects going on. Like when he's working, as you all know, you know, see me getting into things, or you see me getting some supplies to get into things. I have a lot of projects going on. Like I just mentioned, I have to do something with these plants. They're getting tall now because they're getting a lot of rain, so they're going to have to be trimmed again. That's going to take a lot of work right there. Plus, I have a lot of projects in the back and on the front porch and over at the mega shop. I mean, there's a lot, you know, that it's not like when he's gone, I'm just sitting around sulking with nothing to do. There's plenty for me to do, but I have to wait for the weather to cooperate, which it has not done. It has rained almost for a month. Yeah,
we've had a really wet winter. This has been one of the wettest winters on record here in the Carolinas. There's some projects she wants to do, and we have to probably get up on the loft. But I've told her when I'm not here, she had some scary, well, what, one or two scary instances. You got up on the ladder and you couldn't really quite find it, and I wasn't home.
No. Yeah, I'm always getting in stuff, Subs. But one time I was up there, he was home. I was gone too long, and he came over to see what. Were you off that day?
I was off. Luckily, okay. I was off, and I just happened to come over, wondering what you were doing, because it's been a while. I didn't see you, and then there you were up in the loft, and your legs were just kind of
dangling.
I'm like, what are you doing?
You know, yeah. I'm always getting in stuff, Subs.
So I told her for her own safety that, you know, let me be around, and that way, you know, she needs to get up on the roof. Like, I'll make a video of that if you're up on the loft.
Yeah, because I got little legs, Subs, and my little legs from the loft to where the top of the ladder is, it's a little bit more than me. I almost have to have half of my body like dangling off to get it. You know, that's not safe. I forget what I went up there for.
That's what I was thinking. I might maybe get an 8-foot ladder.
Well, no, because it'll be okay. Because, you know, I'll just wait for you to be there, and then I'll climb up. You know, because it's easier for me to climb up there because I'm smaller. You know, so it's easier for me to climb up there and get in the back and get things that I need, because I'll have to bring down my sheets and my, you know, summer clothes and the curtains. When I switch out the curtains next month, you know, I'll take the ones down that are in the living room and the dining room and over at the mega shed. I'll take them down, wash them, and put up, you know, the different curtains, because I change the window dressings twice a year, April and October. They get changed out twice a year, and that's the way I'll do it here. But I'm always up to something, Subs. I'm always up to something. I'm going to be planting when my plants come pretty soon. Some will be coming at the end of the month. Some will be coming around the 10th or 11th of next month. So, you know, I watch the garden shows to get ideas. I'm watching videos on YouTube to get ideas and things and where to plant things. So I'm always, you know, doing something. Plus, I'm going to be spray painting furniture and getting that ready and getting the yard ready. So, you know, it's not like, you know, he goes to work and then he's just with his truck. That's, you know, that's not true at all. No, you know, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's got a lot going on, and every day I come home, I'll have to do a video update of what you've been doing, you know, around the yard and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, really just getting outside. You know, finally the weather's starting to break a bit. We're going to have probably in the low 70s today for a high, and then it's going to drop back, and then we got more rain coming. Yeah, the weather has just been ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we just wanted, I guess, in a sense, I wasn't sure. I was going to let you make that call if you wanted to talk about, you know, some of the feedback.
I did answer back on one of the, because I read the comments, and some of them are pretty amusing.
Yeah. And we enjoy the comments. Don't get me wrong. We love the comments. It's just when, you know,
people they're just getting the wrong idea, you know, because they see that, you know, he's going to the mechanic shop, and this is going to cost. It is.
It's going to cost.
All said, it's going to probably round off to probably about $2,000 altogether. And I know, you know, you guys are like, well, you know, yeah, I work hard around here, but that's what I'm supposed to do. You know, he's working, and so am I. You know, I can't. sit around the house eating bonbons, and I'm not. I'm always getting into something.
Yeah, well, you're doing what you want. I mean, I'm letting you. You've
Yeah.
got free reign in the house,
Yeah.
outside the house, the mega shed. I mean, the mega shed was like my man cave. Now it's the lady lair. So,
But it's sort of both.
It's kind of both.
It just looks like a house.
Right. It does. Yeah. I mean, it's
there's no, it's unisex. I just cleaned it up.
yeah.
But that's about it. Just like I did the house. The house is done. So there's nothing else for me to do in there except keep it clean, which is pretty easy. But the outside isn't done because, I had to wait for my plants. Of course, it's not planting season here yet. But I did put some in pots. But again, because of the weather, they're bulbs. So I can't leave them out constantly in the rain because, of course, those
Start
of
to
us,
rot.
they'll rot because they don't have an established root system yet. Now, he could take his plants out and put them on the deck. They could stay out there because they're already established. They're older and they're already established. Mine are just little bulbs, or roots, bare roots, so they can't be out in this weather or they'll rot. So on days like this, if it's going to be nice, I'll bring them out, but they're just pots with dirt in them. They're starting to creep up, but not yet, of course. But I planted things, and I'm out there seeing what I'm going to spray paint and what colors I'm going to do it, and but there's a lot to be done out there. But again, I can't really do anything until the sun comes out because it's just been raining constantly. I mean, the sun will be out for maybe half a day, but then it'll start raining again. So I really can't do what I really want to do until we have like a few days or at least a week of sunshine, which it doesn't seem like we're going to get for a little while. But
And this is really weird. I mean, normally, we usually go through some dry spells. We've had frequent droughts, and then to get this much rain, it's like, it's just crazy, how the weather is. But eventually you'll be able to get out there and do all your stuff and plant your plants and all that. But she's got free reign here, so she's keeping herself occupied while I'm busy with my work. And man, as soon as I can get to that level, which September will be the year mark, maybe by then, I might actually get some vacation. There's things coming down the pike, so to speak, and I'm involved in the transitions that are happening behind the scenes. But if things actually pan out the way it's sounding, then we could be taking ourselves a little vacation here in the near future. So
but
if,
like I said, we're not quite to that point
Right.
yet because there's still a lot here that needs to be taken care of.
we still got windows for the house. That's another thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm banking a lot of money for projects, not just my truck, but the house. I've still got those windows. You remember last year I bought those windows in Shelby, North Carolina. That's about a good 45-minute drive from here, almost an hour. And Tommy took me, and I've still got those in the mega shed. We got to get those installed. That's a big project coming up. So we got things, but the weather's got to cooperate and all that. But just kind of enjoy the comments. We like the feedback. It's just
I just needed to step in and say no. It's not like he doesn't spend hard. Well, the way his job is now, we don't get that much time together because of his job. But like I said, I'm pretty much used to that. Because that's the way it was. And then, like I said, I'm not working down here, but up there in Pittsburgh, I was working. But I have enough going on here that I really don't have to, be concerned about that. Because, like I said, I'm always getting into something. So
there's plenty to get into around here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You got the birds; they're all flying around already. They like the weather. You can hear them just chirping and stuff because the springtime weather is finally approaching. But, anyway, we're going to probably hit the road here in a bit. We'll probably just make this one video, and we're going to go on to the Home Depot and check out stuff because you want to look at plants over there.
I want to look at their their hostas and things like that. But
we're going to get the stain and the oil for your pole saw.
Because we're going to be the mega shed deck is going to be stained. I'm going to do that. More likely when he's at work. Because I'm always up to something.
I'm going to pressure wash. I got to pressure wash it first.
He got to pressure wash it, and he got to pressure wash the back deck too. That has to be done. So the little bit of stuff that's on there is going to have to be moved off. It's going to have to be pressure dried. Have to wait for it to dry. you know, maybe it has to be done again. You know,
Yeah.
we'll wait and see.
I got to replace the canopy on my gazebo. You know, it's had it. I've got a replacement, just haven't put it on. So, but yeah, we got projects, and again, with whenever I get days off, that's when I'm gonna probably be doing stuff. So it won't just be, you know, rest and relaxation.
You got to wait for the weather too,
Yeah,
because
the
the
weather.
weather has not.
No.
I mean, stuff is starting to bud,
Yep.
but you know, well, until it stops raining, you know, outside projects, you know, obviously, you know, are put on hold. So probably during the course of the week, I'll probably come out and start trimming back the plants, because they're starting to get a little overgrown now because it's been raining so
Yeah.
much. So
No, it's looking good though. I mean, you've
yeah,
definitely.
they're in good shape. You know, now they look a lot better. They're happier now. Now they can get the rain.
Yeah.
They're not tangled. They were fighting itself. A
Yeah.
lot of the plants were, because they couldn't
Rose
get the
bushes.
rain and they couldn't get the sun.
Yeah.
Now, you know, they have free access to it. So now they're starting to grow. So
Yeah, things are coming along, you know, little by little. So we'll definitely be sharing. I'll be sharing the progress as you know, time goes on. So
yeah, and I'll make a couple hanging baskets. I got to show you guys how I made that one in the dining room. Yeah.
It looks really nice. So yeah, but anyway, we'll just go ahead and wrap this here up, and we're gonna go on to the Home Depot in the next video. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.